one we've all been waiting for, folks, the Karaka Million, New Zealand's richest horse race. We are set, gates open, they're off in the Karaka Million. A length and a half back, Selfie got a fair way back in the field here with Gotham, and back towards the tail of the field now at the 700 metres mark is Hard Line. 300 metres to go. Oh, Diane, the leader. Selfie's coming at it along the inside. Coming after them, Del Cello quickly. Wider out, Strata Lady at the 150. Selfie ranged up along the inside of Oh, Diane. Hardline's arriving late. Also running on Strata Lady. Selfie's in front. Hardline's going to get the last run at it as they go to the post. Damien Brown, what a ride. Hardline, Liam Birchley's done it again.
Very, very happy. Close to probably my best moment in racing today. I'm sure
Hardline wins the Karaka Million of 2015. Good evening, everybody. Welcome along to Weigh-In, live here from the Karaka Sales Complex, post day one of the sales. Also post the Karaka Million and post Cup Day from Trentham as well. We've got a lot to talk about. The boys are here, and Butch Castle's just having a look at our guest list here. We've got Liam Birchley, we've got Donna Logan, we've got Jacob Mackay, we've got Andrew Forsman, Bruce Perry, Patria Vella. We've got a big show ahead of us. Good evening.
We have got a big show. Lucky my voice is going. I won't have to do much talking with all of those guests.
Yeah, looking forward to it though. It's been a great week, hasn't it?
Yeah, it has. It's been a great week, and of course flows into the sale week. It's great. Wellington Cup Day, into the Karaka Million, into Karaka Sales.
And Paul Shayler's here, and day one it's been hot and it's been real busy, hasn't it, Paul? Good evening to you.
Yeah, good evening to you. Certainly has, and obviously the public holiday, a lot of the public come out to see the first day of the sales, and no, it's been great.
Sure has. Look, just before we introduce our first guest, if you'd like to get in contact with us via social media, you can, of course, facebook.com/weighinshow, at weighinshow on Twitter, and you can email us as well, weighin@nzracingboard.co.nz. Well, our first guest is the trainer of Hardline, Brisbane's Liam Birchley is with us. Liam, congratulations and welcome along.
Thanks very much. Great to be here.
The first trainer to have secured 2 Karaka Millions. I mean, that's pretty impressive.
It is. I suppose it hasn't been going that long, but it's definitely something that we always try and target when we buy here, and it's just good we're fortunate to have had a bit of success so far. It's
a bit of a dream, isn't it? I mean, you come here, you buy the yearling, 12 months later you come back and scoop the cash. With this particular colt, though, when did you think, hey, I've got a good one?
I think after his first start, it was a highly impressive performance, even though it was just a maiden. But you know, what he did that day, you know, stamped him as well above average, and we were sort of just moved towards making the trip then.
He was impressive that day, Liam. He was track wide. We highlighted him on the show after that first win with a view that he may well be coming over. You then took him to Sydney, and just things didn't quite go right that day.
No, it was the first race. We didn't know really how the track was playing. As it turned out, you definitely had to be on the lead, and which we weren't. And the wider you were, the worse it was. So, in actual fact, his run was quite good, considering the rest of the races on the day. So.
And you put the blinkers on him, Liam, first time last night?
Yeah, like if you've seen him walk around, he's extremely relaxed horse, and he really needed them to focus and do his job properly, so it definitely did the trick.
You followed a tried and true formula, Liam, from Sergeant Charge Sister Havana. You brought him in and had a look around Ellerslie on the Tuesday morning, and I don't think I've ever seen a more relaxed colt. He was just flopping around, wasn't he?
No, it's quite amazing. I've never sort of having to do with a horse with a temperament like this. He's you know, the stable pony's got more life than he.
Your jockey's got a good temperament too, hasn't he?
Yeah,
Jeez, a gun ride.
Very cool customer.
Yeah, no, he waited, he was patient and got all the gaps. It was a
That's
grouse
right,
ride.
yeah, no, he's a beautiful rider to watch, and it's good that he's starting to get some of the accolades he's deserved for the last few years.
He must have been a nice yearling, Liam. You've given, I think, 130,000 for him. He was by a first season sire, but he must have been really athletic as a yearling, was he?
He was. He had the strength with it, though. Like he was just unpottable. I couldn't fold him, and I thought he was clearly the nicest colt in the sale, and that's why, you know, looking at the page, he maybe went a bit too high, but his physical
Not now.
appearance, no, that's right.
You didn't go high enough.
No, that's right. His physical appearance sort of, you know, you just had to, we were desperate to get him.
Where does he go now, Liam?
He goes to the paddock. He's done a bit of travelling. We had to sort of come through Sydney, as you know, so down there, flight over here. It's a lot for a 2-year-old, so we're happy to give him a good break now. He may come back for the winter, or if not, maybe the spring.
Liam, there was a big crew there last night. There was 40-odd. I think some of them were involved in Sergeant Charge. One of them commented there wasn't going to be enough rum in Auckland. How'd they pull up?
Some better than others, but you're right about that. I think they drunk quite a few venues dry, and most of the others wouldn't let them in. So.
And they're all back in. A lot of them will be back into a horse you're going to buy here over the next few days.
That's right. That's right. Hope to be active here the next few days, and with any luck, pick up a few for next year.
You've trained some really good horses, but you mentioned post-race that that's probably a career highlight for you.
That's right. I mean, it was probably more for the people that are involved. You know, the Bakers I've known for well over 30 years, have been very close friends of mine. They prepared the horse. And also that some of the owners in the horse, as Butch mentioned, some of them are in Sergeant Charge. One of them's probably my biggest client, Mark McLean. And, you know, he's got an accountancy firm in Queensland. It's probably the biggest regional accountancy firm. And he networks through that to help get owners, and it's worked out terrific so far, and hopefully we can just keep lifting the bar a bit every year.
It's great that they could all come over here and get involved with last night, and the atmosphere out there was electric. Well, it was really just a top night and good party atmosphere on that.
You know, I'm glad you made that point, because it makes all the difference. The hospitality, not only Ellerslie but New Zealand Bloodstock has shown, and the work they've done behind the scenes to make sure everything's been looked after has been nothing short of amazing. And, you know, it just makes it such a worthwhile trip, and the flow-on effect of that is really good, I think.
Yeah.
Just out of curiosity, how long have you been coming to the national sales here?
Well, it's a funny one. I actually worked the last year at Trentham and the first year here at Karaka when I was sort of coming through the ranks. I worked for Trelawney Stud, and so I've sort of been here from the start, but probably actively buying, you know, 20-odd years or something.
Phenomenal. All right, well, congratulations once again, and great to see you here, and no doubt you'll be active over the next couple of days as well.
Yeah, let's hope so.
All right. Congratulations once again. Queensland trainer Liam Birchley, a course trainer of Hardline, who won the Karaka Million at Ellerslie yesterday, and ridden by Damien Brown. Let's hear now from the Beaten Brigade.
It was a great run by him. When we got the split through and we hit the front, he balked quite a bit, but I was still pretty confident we'd hold on. But unfortunately, Damien's mount had the drop on us and just out-sprinted us.
Yeah, it was a huge run. If he drew an alley, he'd be probably winning the race. So it just had a bit of bad luck, got caught 3 wide, no cover, but it was a really game effort.
Yeah, he'd be a horse I'd be certainly looking to follow. He went very well. If he'd had drawn a better gate, circumstances might have been a bit different, but I had a trouble-free run, but I just ran into a little bit of traffic up the running, and obviously that's a vital stage. So if he could have got a bit more room when I needed it, I'm sure he would have finished a bit closer, but he's an exciting horse for the future.
I was really happy with the first part of the race. She travelled really well, but I think that Karaka Million mock just kicked in at about the 400 where I got held up, and she's dashed late. Look, to be fair to her, she's a filly with a lot of upsides, but as she gets a bit more experience, she'll benefit from that, because at the moment she come out and it was all lost down the straight. One start, she'll improve a stack. She's a good filly.
Yeah, she did. We had a beautiful run in the race, and when we got to the top of the straight, I really thought I was the winner, but as she did last time, she wanted to get out a little bit, probably a little bit more this time, and it's definitely cost her running a lot closer, but she's a filly that you want to look out for in 6-12 months' time, and she'll be a lovely 3-year-old.
All right, so there are the comments from the Beaten Brigade, and I know we're going to be talking to Andrew Forsman shortly, Twiggy, but gee, Del Cello was brave, wasn't it?
Yeah, I thought he was super. From barrier 18, sat 3 deep on the speed, and he was strong on the line, so if there's probably an unlucky runner out of the race, I thought he was it, and he looks like he'll go on to be a nice 3-year-old.
I thought Gotham was just a bit unlucky in behind, couldn't get room either.
Yeah, Gotham was good. He's going to keep, as Hugh Bowden said. I thought Selfie was really good in running second.
Yeah,
he's gone a massive race.
He's between runs too.
Yep, and look, he'll be very hard to beat in those Group 1 2-year-old races.
Yeah.
All right, Ruakaka trainers Dean and Donna Logan had a couple of winners on the night as well, and Donna joins us. Evening, and congratulations.
Thank you, Darryl. Pleasure to be here.
Let's talk about him. Volk, stock and barrel. I mean, he just continues to get more impressive. I mean, wow, last night he was good.
I was really impressed to see that kick down in his gears last night. I mean, good horses do that, and to see him kick down like that, we decided we'd have to go forward. We didn't want to be boxed in, changing the race. We thought we were going to be a sitting duck, 6-horse field. Look, he really delivered last night.
He was never going to get beat.
You think?
He looked, Rock Fast went up to him at the 400 metres and eyeballed him, and I mean, he just won't let anything go past him, will he?
Yeah, I like your confidence to be that.
Well, he's won 5 in a row, surely you're a little bit
sitting in
confident
this seat and the trainer, you know, you're always, you know you've got something good and you're always worried that something's going to undermine you. But the best thing is that when he can actually kick and produce like he did.
What about when you can get him to chase? He's going to be better even then.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Hey? He's not a leader.
He's not a leader.
He's not a leader at all. He's just
Without
done
a doubt.
that on natural. And when you can get him to chase, imagine what he's going to do.
Well, he's done everything, really. He's led, he's midfield, he's got back.
He's versatile, isn't he, Donna?
Oh, very.
Yeah.
Very.
Like, his work leading into to yesterday was very, very good. When you go to the races so excited about a horse like him, what are your expectations? Do you expect him to win just, win easily? I mean,
no.
Realistically?
Realistically, no. You're always worried. I mean, this is racing. It's a reality game. There's somebody going to knock you off your perch any chance they get, and one day it's going to happen. So the pressure is always on you. You're always waiting for that time to be knocked off your perch. You know you've got a good horse, but it's always luck in the running, and you've got to have that little dicky bird on your shoulder.
Where's he at, Donna, as far as being screwed down? I know the Derby, the TV3 New Zealand Derby is his ultimate goal. He's learning every time. The ring craft's getting there. Have you nearly got him screwed down?
Not yet. No. I kept him a bit pretty for yesterday because it's a mile.
Yeah.
And like loading up to come to the races, he was pig rooting and bucking all the way to the truck, and he was fresh. We'll start getting a bit more serious with him now, really.
One more run?
He's got one more run in the Avondale Guineas and then into the Derby. But,
so he's had 5 or 6 runs at Ellerslie in a row.
Perfect. You know, he's going to know the place inside out.
Yeah.
He was really relaxed again there yesterday, and next time I think he'll even be more relaxed. Come the Derby, he'll be 100. And at the end of the day, past the Derby, there's a whole lot more in store for a horse like him. So, you know, you don't want to go to the well too soon, too early. Just time it.
I'll tell you what was great to see after the race was Anthony Mithen in his speech. He's very humble in regards to the ownership of the horse, wasn't he? He was thanked the other
great crew.
Yeah, for
amazing
sure.
to have them on board.
Yeah, and great for New Zealand racing too.
It's fantastic for New Zealand racing. I'd love to see the horse in my colours winning a Derby, if we can have that wonderful opportunity.
I think everyone knows you train it.
Yeah, and at the end of the day, that's right. At the end of the day, they know where we're from and we train it, and it's just great for that international flavour to be involved in New Zealand, and that means so much for New Zealand racing. You know, it really is. It helps Ice Cap that we've got the Australians watching over here to what we're doing. That's incredible.
The longer you got those colours in the cupboard, the more likely you are to get another one too, aren't you?
Well, I've already been working on that.
I bet it wouldn't be you if you hadn't.
As time goes on, do you change your long-term plan with him or not? Like, as in goals in Australia?
Not really, Darryl. I mean, you've always got to plan well in advance. It's not a fly-by-night sort of thing. So if we happen to win the Derby and we do it well, we would go to Sydney. If we get beat, we've got other options like Brisbane coming up. There's plenty of options when you're at that level. So there are a lot of things in place, believe me.
Just so exciting. Earlier on in the night, Candle in the Wind, of course, was successful in the hands of Hugh Bowman, and on his or her previous run had indicated that the step up over a little bit more ground was going to suit, and won nicely.
Yeah, well, I was a bit worried going from 1600 to 2-2, but somebody in this room with us here was insistent that it was a pretty good step, and I thought that's not going to be an easy training feat, but we did it, and thank you, Butch, for pointing
we sorted
out.
that out actually as we were driving down to the last time Donna was a guest.
Yeah.
We were going through the runners and Candle in the Wind. I knew she was eligible for this race, and I was pretty strong on suggesting she should be in it, and as it's transpired, she obviously spoke to Gary Cossey and everyone agreed, and you've done a great job to get it to step out to 2200.
Oh, well, look, hey, you know.
You've got to give some credit to Huey Bowman. The ride was outstanding.
Perfect ride.
That just
Isn't he
world-class,
magical? I mean, he just
world-class.
jumps them out, he puts them to bed, and they just fall asleep, and then he just pops a question and they perform.
I think he's ridden 2 or 3 winners in Sydney today too, I think.
I'd really like to point out she was a $2,500 purchase here at Karaka Sales. So, you know, all those viewers out there, you don't have to have hundreds and thousands to get involved. There is every opportunity to come out to Karaka and be involved and get a horse, have 10% or 5% or whatever of a racehorse.
Do you want to put your phone number through as well? So
www.loganracing.co.nz
0213222 or something like that.
That's it. Yeah, but you know, it's about looking after people, and we want to look to keeping people in racing, and it's not spending all of the money so they can't afford to have the next one, and it's having a syndicate together, and this is the greatest breeding ground I think in the world. The Australians come here, we breed beautiful horses, great legged horses, and you're crazy not to try and have a little piece of the action.
Her stepping up in trip yesterday opens up a whole new world to her, doesn't it? Because she'd been sort of a miler, but to be able to go straight from the mile to 2200, you know, you've got the world's your oyster with her now.
We'll probably have to seriously look at Avondale Cup, and then, you know, I really think that Brisbane is a nice race program.
I'm sure you do. You don't mind the trip, do you?
Do you want to take Butch with you to plan some races for it?
Yeah, but, you know, you look at the Australian stayers, and they really haven't got that force there at the moment, and there's some good money, and there's group races there, and you get a filly like that over there, get a Group 2 or Group 3 to a name. What happens in the catalogue when she comes back to New Zealand? And, you know, Darcy Brahmas, they're not fashionable to the Australians, but they're very good bread and butter horses.
You'd be paying more than $2,500 for a foal out if that happens, so know that.
Perhaps.
Thanks so much for coming in once again, and congratulations on the dual success, and let's hope there's a lot more to come.
Well, dear, I hope I get the opportunity to come back after the
2nd of March. 2nd of March, the day you want to be here.
2nd of March. I want to be here on the 2nd of March, guys.
Good on you.
Thank you for having me.
No problem. Donna Logan here on Weigh In. We're back with more after this.
Coming up on Weigh In, Jacob Mackay and Andrew Forsman joined the panel after their